Hey there, my name is Salendrak and welcome back to my Terraria version 1.4 Journey's End Beginner's Guide series. Last time we downed the Wall of Flesh and entered hard mode, so in this episode I'll be going over all the things you'll want to do in early hard mode to gear up, get stronger, and otherwise prepare for your next big challenges, the mechanical bosses. As always, timestamps are down in the description, and since there are a lot of topics in this video, feel free to skip around to whatever info you're looking for. And let me know down in the comments, what is the first thing you like to do when you get into hard mode? Now let's get to it.
Your mother.
In my video about preparing for hard mode, I talked about preventative measures you can take to protect your pylon villages and other important areas from biome spread once you're in hard mode. Well, now that you're in hard mode, one of the first things you'll likely want to do is locate the hard mode V and check all your pylon villages to see if any have gotten or are at risk of getting contaminated by biome spread. If you followed my advice and built your Wall of Flesh runway out of stone, you should be able to quickly locate the hollow and evil sides of the base of the V, but beyond that, you'll want to warp back up to the surface and probably run out both sides from the middle to locate where precisely the two sides of the V are at. If it looks like they might spread somewhere you don't want them to be, now is probably a good time to go ahead and dig out tunnels as explained in that pre-hard mode video to ensure that nothing spreads where it isn't wanted. You'll also want to warp to each of your pylon villages to see if they are still the same biome. Here in the world that I started the series, my main base took a direct hit from the crimson side of the hard mode V. I can still use this as my spawn point and crafting and storage area, but since the area is crimson now, all of the NPCs have moved out and the pylon has stopped functioning. Lucky for me, I had an NPC motel area nearby that is still regular forest. As for cleanup, short of manually removing all of the evil blocks in the area, there's not a lot I can do right now to get things back to normal. Digging out all the evil blocks and grass is extremely tedious and makes the area look all sorts of ugly, and the only other cleanup option available at this point, purification powder from the Dryad, has an extremely short range. Once I've gotten the Contaminator though, which arrives with the Steampunker after a mechanical boss has been defeated, it will be really easy to clean up using the protective tunnels I had made before entering hard mode. But what about the hollow? Well, the good news here is that NPCs are more than happy to live in the beautiful hollow biome, and because there are hollow versions of forest, snow, desert, and cavern, any pylons previously placed in these biomes will continue to function in the now hollow hybrid versions of these biomes. Now, one last biome contamination issue I'll mention at this point is the jungle. If the evil side of your V is on the same side as your jungle, you should definitely locate where the evil is at on the surface, and if it is anywhere near your jungle, make sure you block it from spreading into the jungle. And if your jungle got hit by the V, you should immediately take action to protect the jungle from further spread. Evil biome in the jungle will convert the mud blocks into dirt and could potentially wreck your jungle biome and is a total pain to clean up and restore. I've personally never had this become an issue, but I've also played it pretty safe and have quarantined any evil areas in or near my jungle as soon as I found them. Just load up on all your mining speed boosters and dig out wide buffer zones around the evil areas and you should be fine. And once you've gotten a few hard mode ore upgrades, which we'll talk about in a minute, this will go even faster. You don't need to worry about hollow getting into your jungle though, as it won't be able to convert jungle grass into hollow or otherwise spread in the jungle. As for the rest of your V, it's really up to you whether you want to continue.
Advice friends! Thank you for the useful insight.